Okay, let me go back.
Okay. So, I just found out that you need 4 women in your party in order to... Women, girls... It's appropriate to say females in this nature. In order to advance through one of the areas in the final dungeon. But because I was too gung-ho, I didn't really, party up. As you can see, my full squad is of 7. 4 dudes, 3 women, so no post-game dungeon for me. But I don't really mind it, since all the people who seem to be struggling with that dungeon also struggle with the Ethereal Queen, and as you can see, the Ethereal Queen, Gabriella Celeste in this case, that ain't shit to me, man. So apparently Star Ocean 5 is easier than this game.
I do not wish to fight, even if that makes me a hypocrite.
I find that really hard to believe. But then again, I did have help in terms of chat and viewers who can assist me, give me the knowledge I need.
Could you get out of our way?
I don't mind backseat gaming if it's good information. If it's people telling me like how I should progress through the game, like in their pace, then it becomes annoying because my chain is getting yanked and stuff like that. Nobody likes that. This is like Mars.
Looks like we're in.
Thanks in no small part to the distraction of Venus Force providing for us. The soldiers are probably all gathered by the front entrance.
Let's move! We gotta find Millie and the others!
You got it.
To quote Full House, you got it, dude. Okay.
Oh, what
These
a
guys
pain!
serious?
It's amusing seeing how much Ilya is behind. Hold up. With that previous fight, yeah, Ilya gained a couple levels, so let me bless her a little bit. Let me see, determination. Boom, boom, boom. Intelligence. Where's her strength set? That would be technology, so boom. Since we're gonna be using this woman for a little bit, might as well. You must be the guys who came to help us from Earth. I was worried they'd capture you. His text boxes look so interesting, I had to read it. There was actual, like, speech impediments, flow of thought and going on into that. Stream of consciousness, I mean.
Give us a little fun, huh? Hold on, destruction!
That was way trying.
No, I like to joke, but Ilya is actually a pretty decent character to have in your main crew. I just wanted someone whose progression was very similar to mine, so I chose Cius, of course. I wonder what Naruto character is the voice for Ilya.
Keep focused, everyone! Keep yourselves alive, everyone!
See, her progression is actually pretty decent. Let me give Ilya some stuff. Boom. Randomly boost. Give her some Godspeed. Okay. Fuck it. We don't gotta do too much with Ilya because we're carrying her. You know, we're LeBron James, she's J.R. Smith and shit. Let us out.
Look out!
Oh, what a pain!
It takes so much to survive in this world.
You know, I like Ilya's battle quotes. That's one thing that I gotta, like, acknowledge. She has good battle quotes. Yoshua's is interesting, but can be a bit annoying at the same time, too. That's okay, man. This isn't like a Trails game. I'm not incentivized to open every treasure chest. Nihon Falcon isn't making us tri-aces.
Let's go! Could you get out of our way?
Dragon roar! That made me sleepy.
Okay. HP by level squared to the 10th power. Okay. Give her some HP, cause fuck it, why not? You don't want her to be squishy, nah. Like, that's not necessary. Yeah, that's the chest that had the medicine bottle.
These guys serious?
You know, I talk about the treasure chest, but Star Ocean 3 did have weird completionist shit. Like, oh, exploring every nook and cranny of the map you're in and shit like that. Mithril, yes, yes. Maybe I should get some good armor for Ilya, just start smithing. Like, I don't necessarily care for giving her a good ass weapon. But yeah, give her some accessories and shit like that. A berserker ring. I mean, she's dealing decent damage, like 1,000.
Necessary battle?
Not too long ago, that's the damage we were dealing ourselves, like. So she's not whack at this point.
Roddick, over here.
Millie!
Now Roddick can be less miserable and shit.
This won't be a problem.
We're not gonna open the door for the other dudes? Like, damn.
Roddick, you came to help us, didn't you?
Whoa, some personal space?
It felt so lonely without all of you.
All right, now let's get out of here while the guards are still distracted.
Hey,
glad you're all safe.
We really appreciate your help. If it wasn't for your diversion, our rescue mission would have been a lot more complicated.
Oh, not at all. If anything, I should be the one thanking you. There's no way any of us could take down Jie, no matter how hard we try. So really, you're our only hope.
Is it true that optical weaponry doesn't work on Revorse?
Yes. Jie is the culmination of everything that Fargut's technology has to offer. We've made several assassination attempts, but all of them were complete failures.
Well, why did they build someone so dangerous in the first place?
There's a lot of characters in this game where their hair color matches their eye color.
Fargut is a desolate planet. We have very little water and natural resources to work with. We've been conducting research into genetic engineering and spatial theory for a long time now. It's what we needed to do for survival, and to someday return home, to Earth.
Like there's a Vina, Ilia, Fia, or Philia.
Home to Earth?
Yes. Long, long ago, our ancestors were sent from Earth to Fargut.
Ceus
A
even.
meteor strike opened up a spatial vortex in our homeland.
Just like the old race was transported to Rogue.
Unlike Rogue, however, Fargut's environment is harsh and inhospitable to human settlement. Frustrated in their efforts, our scientists finally decided to turn toward what was then considered forbidden research.
They conducted genetic engineering on humans.
Yes, and the result of that project is the superhumans, including Jie. Their combined muscular, nervous, and brain systems make them uniquely adapted to coping with the severities of our environment. However, the core they were built from is still human, the genes that define all of us. Their life expectancy may outlast ours, but they are not immortal. You could say that's their sole weakness.
It's not really a weakness. At least it's not an Achilles heel.
A direct strike is the only chance we have of killing Revorse.
Most of the army is off in outer space, participating in the Earth invasion. As leader, however, Jie would never leave the planet voluntarily. With most of his guard away, sneaking into Revorse Tower where he resides is a distinct possibility.
But we can't just sit here, not when the army's already on the move.
Revorse Tower is located in Vadgoop, our capital. You'll find it north of here. There's a great big cliff in the way, though, so reaching it on foot is impossible.
So how will we get there?
North of Vadgoop, there's an old, closed-off laboratory. A biolab, to be exact. There should be an underground corridor below the lab that connects directly to Revorse Tower. It's pretty old construction, but hopefully it's still in service.
Well, it beats storming the place head on, I guess. All right, let's head to the biolab.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Now that I got my girl back with me, let me... Yeah, it's pretty good actually.
Pathetic. Please do not trifle with people's lives.
Dragon roars!
But so far, this like remake did a better job of handling this story arc than the PSP version. I mean the SNES original. But that's something new because even like the PlayStation 1 remake of Tales of Fantasia did a better job with the story than the SNES version. Still not as good. Douse's backstory just came out of nowhere and and what's happening with that. mean, yes, there's Tales of Symphonia, but no, I want something that's like closer to, you know, Douse's timeline or even ahead. Not as like an origin story, but to like wrap up that issue of his home planet being fucked.
So much to survive in this world.
Yeah, I'd like to play the older Tales games, like pre-Symphonia, because they have some strengths that Symphonia games onwards really don't have in terms of like writing and shit.
Looks like this is serious.
Dragon roar!
Not having your characters be annoying as fuck. Like,
Was this truly an
of the Abyss? I would rather have douchebag Luke than Tyr or Annis or even the scientist party member, because that dude's like a psychopath, but he gets a free pass.
I've never seen anything like these plants before.
An abandoned laboratory. This must be the biolab.
Develop plants capable of thriving on this planet.
Must have been pretty successful.
Yeah, this is a really interesting place. I hope this isn't a long ass dungeon, man.
You're right. For gallantry displayed during Operation Asmodeus.
Captain, take a look at this.
Looks pretty generic.
Revorse plan? This must have been where they did the genetic research that led to Jie Revorse.
And that's not all.
That's Asmodeus.
It looks like Asmodeus was also a native of Fargate. Another genetic engineering test case.
So how did he wind up in the demon world?
The record says that Asmodeus rebelled against his peers and escaped through a vortex, taking the space-time laboratory with him.
And that vortex was connected to the demon world.
Apparently, they were incapable of creating another Asmodeus-like superhuman afterwards.
Interesting. Now I understand why they bothered going all the way to Rogue to collect Asmodeus's DNA.
It's getting a little Final Fantasy VII-ish here.
And Jie Revorse was created using Asmodeus's genes as a base.
Like, this was a point where like the story started getting obsessed with like DNA and shit. Outside of like hereditary stuff, like if this is just a 2-screen area, that'd be kind of wavy. Don't hit me with a 5-screen area, 30-screen area.
What's that?
I just want to hop into the final dungeon and shit, have a good old time. But yeah, I'm impressed with the storytelling in this remake. Way better than the SNES joint. There's detail, information. It feels organic, man. Yeah, this dude loves meddling other people's stuff, like Asmodeus and Freaking Jie Revorse. Mind your own business is not part of Roddick's vocabulary. At least not now.
Well, here it is. Revorse Tower.
Wavy.
It won't be long before we have to face Jie.
Yeah. We're going to end this here. We can't let him keep people in misery any longer.
Let's clean house and go home.
Let me get a look at Mavelle's face. I think her hair and eyes match too. I don't know, her hair's a little more purpley.
Pathetic.
Don't let your guard down.
Dragon Roar!
That was way too fast.
The other thing is that to unlock the other dungeon, you gotta like get to the last save point here.
Pathetic.
Don't let your guard down.
Yosha hasn't gotten a lot of dialogue. Like, the important party members and CS seem to be the star of the show. I haven't bought enough spectacles yet, so
Pathetic.
if that has some good shit, I wouldn't really know.
That made me sleepy.
Music is getting kind of clownish, but what's his face? I forgot the name of this composer. Yeah, he has a way of making that sound wavy because he knows how to go in with whatever instrument he uses.
Let's get this over.
Don't let your guard down.
That made me sleepy. Hang on. This looks an awful lot like an Earth craft.
Is that the one that crashed?
Captain, take a look at this.
Discovery.
The planetary exploration ship Discovery. It went missing in the 21st century.
Did it get sucked through a wormhole to Fargate or what?
It was lost a good 700 years ago. It must have gone back in time 500 years or so.
Well, this would certainly explain how Fargate managed to obtain their spacefaring technology.
Demon's Gate. That sounds badass. Oh well.
Can we just leave these alone?
Don't let your guard down. Boy, they were weak.
Fast.
Scissorp, let's go, man. Who is this?
We've got enemies.
Could you get out of our way?
Yeah, they got more of those discount Gabriel Celeste and shit. I keep saying Ethereal Queen because they decided to like Rule 63 Gabriel Celeste so they can have an extra super boss and whatnot.
Man, those guys were bored.
I guess Gabriella Celeste was like, you know, fucking, I'm gonna have my son take care of these clowns and my daughter too. Like, she just had enough. I'm tired of getting my ass beat in all these games and shit.
Well, this looks wimpy.
Please do not trifle with people's lives.
Boy, they were weak.
Wavy, so I know we haven't been here before because that's not just a regular item. Elven slippers, let's go. Iron, let's go, man.
Don't get yourselves hurt.
Somebody's gonna get hurt real bad.
That was easy.
Artemis leaf, okay. More armor that I'm not gonna appraise. Let me take a trip back first.
Do we have to worry about
You're
this?
fighting us?
Motherfucker, you're fighting a bunch of robots now. As a healer, you don't gotta be so reticent. Like, are you worried about not having to heal us? Well, I guess that's why he's so concerned about our approval. Let me walk into the middle. That was suspicious. At center point.
Pathetic.
You're fighting us?
I was gonna miss these like watermelon as like carnivorous insects.
That made me sleepy.
Like when people start eating bugs, this is usually the type of bug that they'll eat. These big ones, rounded ones. Meteor swarm. Okay, so it's getting real Tales of in here.
Somebody's gonna get hurt real bad. Dragon Roar!
Condition cure.
I knew it was gonna do Godspeed for some reason.
Were they even trying?
I just felt it in my bones and shit. You can feel things in your head, your bones, your gut, anything that's like involved with the metabolic syndrome. When you say you feel something in your heart, though, that feels like a very different statement.
Well, this looks wimpy.
You're fighting us? Dragon Roar!
I've heard people say, yo, I feel it in my skin too, man. Like,
That made me sleepy.
like the hairs on their arms standing up and shit, the back of their neck. Medicine, let's go, man. Oh, they're doing a lot of Final Fantasy 2 shit. They didn't know how to fill up these rooms. Yeah, we don't want to waste RAM, but fuck it.
We have company.
These guys serious? Dragon Roar! Fairy healing!
Condition cure.
Dragon Roar!
Condition cure.
Yeah, stone is like the last bastion of actual difficulty in this game.
That was easy.
Especially enemies that can just stone you like that. Feels weird. My day be so fine. Then boom, Twitter.
Pathetic.
Looks like this is serious.
Dragon Roar!
I coughed on my wrist. I should have coughed on my elbow.
It takes so much to survive in this world.
I think this cold or whatever I have is making it worse. Because my sleep did definitely get worse once I started doing these coughs and shit. Once like boogers started coming out of me for stuff that wasn't acid reflux complications. Like, okay, I think this is it. Like, if I turned my ass around here and I had the party members, I could have just proceeded to the optional dungeon.
Well, this looks wimpy.
Let's get this over with fast! Dragon Roar!
But I'm excited over the prospect of, you know, fighting a final boss fight on stream. Because I couldn't do that with Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like, Chapter 18 is protected, man. They want to protect that goofy ass part of the game that causes so much controversy. We got so much good stuff on us now.
Somebody's gonna get hurt real bad! You guys take this. That made me sleepy.
Well, this looks wimpy.
You're fighting us? Dragon Roar!
Condition cure.
When characters get frozen, they look kind of goofy. They got the boomer face.
Cure. Condition cure.
Dragon Roar! Fairy healing!
Condition cure.
I'm surprised he got that in. I thought CS wasn't gonna get any EXP from that. sour scissor. This is how you know I'm a Final Fantasy player, like, when a dungeon goes past like 2 screens, when it's an actual dungeon, I'm like, yo, this is blowing mine. Specifically Final Fantasy 7 through 10 players, those dudes hate any length. That's why 13 and 7 Remake, those games are like tough on them. Dungeons actually feel like treks? Let me out this bitch. Put me back on Skyrim.
Well, this looks wimpy.
Do we have to worry about this?
Honestly, I think I'm a little too hard on Skyrim. Looking back, I had fun with that game. It had problems, but I had fun with it. Just that there was a period in time where every like RPG, no matter what it was, had to measure up to like Skyrim standards. And it's like, not every game needs to be like an open world RPG and shit like that, with quick travel, and you can play it however you want. Well, that's really how it was, man. Like, now every game is like sort of compared to The Witcher 3, because that's pretty much Skyrim done right.
That made me sleepy.
I'm really still thirsting for all this treasure while complaining about dungeon life, but that's really how it was, man.
You guys take this one.
I'm not a Morrowind elitist because I never played Morrowind, but
We need so much to survive in this world.
in like the repair shop that I go to for like cell phones and stuff, there's a display copy of Morrowind for the Xbox or PC. And I'm thinking, yo, maybe I should try copping. I don't got an Xbox, but I do want to see what all the hype is about.
Don't get yourselves hurt.
Don't let your guard down.
That made me sleepy.
Beam me up, man. It's weird I don't remember the name of this composer, because he did the Tales soundtrack, he did Beyond the Beyond, he did some of the Shining Force games, he did Dark Souls, but it was like a collaborative effort. You know what it is? I've always been terrible at memorizing names, and now I also have to deal with this like brain debilitating infection. tell, man. Like, it's tough.
Let's get this over with.
Don't let your guard down.
It'd be like if I forgot who Nobuo Matsu, Yatsunori Mitsuda, Shogi Meguro, Yoko Shimomura were, like... Why would I do that? I wouldn't. I mean...
Can we just leave these alone?
You're fighting us? Dragon Roar! We could have gone easy and still won.
But this is a good means of leveling up, actually. You can't deny that. Like, if we were at a normal level, like 70 or something, for this point in the game, this would probably be really fun, trekking through here, getting levels and shit, actually engaging with the bosses a little bit more, like 10 more seconds of engagement.
Boy, they were weak.
Take me somewhere. Fifth floor. My elementary school had like 5 floors. My middle school had 5 floors. My high school had 16 floors. But they fronted like there was fucking 8. Nah, it's 16, bro. They need to renovate that place. That's what they need to do. You could probably make a really cool dungeon or final boss tower out of my high school. It'd be like the coolest raid dungeon ever, and my charter school was like on the highest floor too. It felt like a raid, like having all these other dudes like run up to the top of the school. Whoever made it first would hit the emergency brakes, so the escalator wouldn't work. You'd have to run up them shits like they're stairs. Okay.
Please do not trifle with this lie.
And this was after, like, you know, getting felt up by the rent-a-cops there with like the metal detectors and shit. Cause they didn't want to know if you brought a gun or a knife to school. That happened a couple of times in middle school. Someone would, you know, come to school with a pocket knife and then they'd get suspended and shit. It'd be pretty effed up because it's like, you know, he wasn't gonna stab someone with it, but you know, people just have the pocket knives on them. Let me see if there's something cool around here, because it's getting kind of final bossy in here. Ironically, one of the dudes who like brought the pocket knife in middle school, he was like this guy who I once got into a fight with. No skill levels, okay. That means I gotta start spending some shit with him. I don't wanna like waste stuff with him. Item knowledge. You know, fuck it, we're gonna turn you